Welcome back, bienvenidos de vuelta, me llamo Slim, my name is Slim. As you see up there, we're trying to finish the Infinity Nikki event. Como ven ahí arriba, estamos intentando terminar el evento del Infinity Nikki. Así que con eso dicho, al historia, video set de esto.
Ready, Miss Nikki? Leora, could you please describe again what happened nearby that day? Especially the part where you saw Squeaky and Belford. Not a problem. When I arrived here, Squeaky seemed already caught up in hallucinations, pressing juice with wild agitation.
That info matches Squeaky's testimony. I don't see any issues.
Not a problem. When Belford was on the other side, transporting detergent but already unstable. I tried to help but felt dizzy and accidentally bumped into him, spilling the detergent.
That's what Belford told us earlier. Is there anything that doesn't line up with the scene?
Belford was on the other... After that, I fully slipped into hallucinations and fought with an imaginary bulkhead. Well, I think that was a mistaken vision of Belford.
Wait. Nope. That?
It seems consistent with my description. After that, I fully... Later, I was startled by Mr. Leon's passionate performance. With Belford pacing around nervously, we both left the place.
Now it will work.
It seems consistent with my description.
Mm,
Later, I was startled by Mr. Leon's passionate performance. With Belford pacing around nervously, we both left the place. It seems consistent with my description. Later,
this one
I
is
was
hard.
startled.
That matches with Mr. Leon's testimony. I don't...
Later, I was... After that...
That seems to match Belford's testimony. I don't see any issues.
After that, I fully slipped into hallucinations and fought with an imaginary bulkhead. Belford was on the other side, transporting detergent but already unstable. I
Maybe
tried to
this?
help but felt dizzy and accidentally bumped into... Got it. Leora testified that she bumped into Belford and accidentally spilled detergent all over the place. Since both of the hallucinating pieces left after that happened, there's no way they could have neatly arranged the detergents found in the corner. But last time we investigated here, we saw lots of organized detergent bottles near where they bumped into each other. Someone stood the bottles back up, and that PC who did so is very likely the culprit. Miss Nikki, please let me examine these bottles. This one's scent. It's Benny. Why do you think it's Benny? I'm not sure you remember, but I mentioned when Benny was my agent, he was incredibly attentive, helping me organize clothes, even tidy my dressing table. Scripts I carelessly left lying around would be stacked neatly, and any makeup I may have spilled on my desk would be arranged just like these detergent bottles. I should mention, this detergent scent is the one Benny usually uses. We often see Benny washing his hands. It seems he always carries detergent with him. Yeah, Although this fragrance he usually uses is quite common and very mild, when placed alongside these other nearly scentless detergent bottles here, you can still figure out the difference between them. Moreover, only this bottle has been slightly used, and the bottle's cap has an extra seal ring inside of it. That's Benny's signature. If Benny stole the suitcase, after doing the dirty work of lockpicking, he'd want detergent to clean his hands. I now suspect that the big sack I accidentally bumped into, after being startled by Mr. Leon's performance while I was hallucinating, was actually Benny.
Benny was washing his hands while he was also startled by Mr. Leon, bumped into you, and dropped this detergent?
Exactly.
That's definitely possible. But so far, it's just speculation based on Benny's habits. It's hard to prove.
Exactly. And since this detergent is so common, Benny could easily blame another PC for leaving it behind.
I think we'll need to dig a little deeper. This interrogation simulation has been really helpful to us, Leora. If you can keep assisting us while we clear things up, we would really appreciate it.
It would be my pleasure.
We continue? Seguimos, supongo.
Ready, Miss Nikki?
If this bottle of detergent with a different scent really was dropped by Benny... Oh, I see. In that case, there's still one suspicious detail. When Benny was looking for the detergent that he had dropped, he tidied up the spilled bottles by force of habit. But if he had the time and energy to do that, how could he have not taken the detergent he actually dropped?
Indeed. In his case, not having detergent is probably as bad as not wearing clothes. I think maybe he did take a bottle of detergent, just the wrong one. Miss Nikki, what do you think?
That's a good idea.
This might not be related to what we're... I think maybe he did take a bottle of detergent, just the wrong one. Miss Nikki, what do you think?
What do we have? Benny's diary. That? Why do we have this?
This might not be related to what we're... I think maybe he did take a bottle of detergent, just the wrong one. Miss Nikki, what do you think? This might not be related to what we're discussing. I think... Indeed. In his case, not having detergent is probably as bad as not wearing clothes. I think maybe he did take a bottle of detergent, just the wrong one. Miss Nikki, what do you think?
That?
I remember Belford mentioned that the only detergent he's been transporting recently is the super duper palmed detergent. It doesn't smell like anything, and matches the characteristics of these detergents.
I see. Since the bottles all look alike, and the scent difference is minimal, it doesn't surprise me that he grabbed the wrong detergent in a hurry.
Even if Benny did grab the super duper palmed detergent by mistake, he probably realized it a long time ago. If he's already thrown away that bottle, we can't investigate further.
Maybe we can find supporting evidence from other testimonies. other witnesses seen anyone with a distinctive appearance in their hallucinations? Like how I saw a sack with a big tear. There doesn't seem to be any description related to Benny's... Have other witnesses seen anyone with a distinctive appearance in their hallucinations? Like how I saw a sack with a big tear.
This?
Oh, Squeaky said she saw a big sack split open after being scared by another noisy sack. Maybe what she actually saw was Benny, who got a big shock from Mr. Leon.
That's definitely possible. Looks like I'm not the only one who saw a hallucination resembling Benny.
So the truth has been right in front of us all along. We just didn't see it.
Great! Now we have both the detergent he dropped and the descriptions mentioned in everyone's testimony. Nikki, can we go interrogate Benny now?
I'm still a bit worried. Will these ambiguous pieces of evidence really make him confess?
No.
I also feel something's missing. From what I understand of Benny, the more stressful the situation, the more eloquent he gets.
We've seen that behavior before. Even with a mountain of evidence, he just keeps arguing. Hey, could this be a trait of a showbiz manager?
Huh, you could say that. In the ruthless entertainment world, it was a skill he really took pride in. Given his personality, when faced with this evidence, he'll probably claim he was poisoned and ran to the scene, but he'll firmly deny touching the suitcase.
Yeah, I can picture that. Looks like we need solid proof to show he did actually come into contact with Madame Julie's suitcase. Leora, please help me one more time. Just one.
If he used the detergent and he makes the thing, that's why the suitcase had the what do you say?
Ready, Miss Nikki? We'll start when you
The
are.
tracer we found before. For sure.
I think the key is right here. How can we prove that Benny made contact with Madame Julie's suitcase?
To prove that, we need to find marks on the suitcase that only he could have left.
That's the thing. What is this? Ah, it must be this one, right?
Unfortunately, this doesn't prove Benny touched To prove that, we need to find marks on the suitcase that only he could have left. Benny definitely washed his hands with the super-duper pumped detergent he grabbed by mistake, but this detergent doesn't have any distinctive scent.
There. With this.
Unfortunately,
No.
Benny definitely washed his hands with the super-duper pumped detergent he grabbed by mistake, but this detergent doesn't have any distinctive scent. Besides the scent, what kind of flaw could super-duper palmed possibly cause?
There. Wait. Okay, I was just not
Helen
using
once
the
told
right
us
spot.
that Super Duper Palmed can amplify the effects of other types of detergent. So powerful that the estate won't even sell it to any outsiders.
That's especially true when it's combined with One Breath Bliss and One Wash Fresh detergents. Turns out, this detergent can create so many effects. Maybe that's the key to spotting the flaw. Benny definitely washed his hands with the... Turns out, this detergent can create so many effects. Maybe that's the key to spotting the flaw.
We use this, right?
Unfortunately, this turns out this detergent can create so many effects. Maybe that's the key to spotting the flaw. Unfortunately, this turns out this detergent can create so many effects. Maybe that's the key to spotting the flaw.
Maybe.
Unfortunately, this...
Yeah, we messed it up. Last one is hard too. El
Ready,
último está
Miss
difícil
Nikki?
igual. Okay, it's the third one. We use the thing,
I
right?
think the key is right here.
To prove that, we need to find marks on the suitcase that only he could have left. Besides the scent, what kind of flaw could Super Duper Palmed possibly cause?
Okay, we'll start with this.
Alan once told us that Super Duper Palmed can amplify the effect.
That's especially true when it's Turns out, this detergent can create so many effects. Maybe that's the key to spotting the flaw. Benny To prove that, we need to find marks on the suitcase that only he could have left.
There.
Madame Julie's suitcase is covered in dirt and scuff marks.
If Madame Julie saw it, she'd be upset for sure. But she carefully picked the fabric for this suitcase. It shouldn't be this fragile.
So that's it. Madame Julie's suitcase has always been maintained with One Wash Fresh, and that detergent has deeply soaked into the fabric.
Oh, because when you mix the thing with the normal, what do you say? With the normal detergent, it is super strong, so it makes the fabric weaker. I guess that's the idea. Esa cosa hace que el detergente común se vuelva más poderoso, o sea, hace que se desgaste la tela. ¿Cómo que es
That's
la
why
idea?
Gordon could make a special tracking reagent to help us find the suitcase.
But when One Wash Fresh is mixed with Super Duper Palmed, it becomes a detergent with cleaning power that's too strong. The marks on the suitcase aren't from wear, but damage caused by washing.
Oh, during the theft, the suitcase was covered in dirt, and Benny washed it with the detergent he had on hand, but the two detergents combined, damaging the fabric.
Exactly. It's probably because he realized the fabric was getting damaged that Benny didn't dare keep cleaning. Otherwise, with his obsession for cleanliness, he wouldn't have tolerated so much dirt still on the suitcase. Leora, could you help think this through? With this evidence, is there any way he could still deny it?
Considering Super Duper Palmed is not officially sold outside the estate, this evidence is quite conclusive. If he were desperate enough to fight back, maybe he would try to claim the marks were there before the theft?
Ah, we have the photo. But the photo is no longer here. Oh wait, what is this?
This is it. This is the photo Palmy took when the choo-choo train delivered Madame Julie's suitcase. Look, the suitcase looks perfect here.
Those obvious wear marks must have appeared after this photo was taken. Miss Nikki, no, Detective Nikki, you did it.
We finally see that. Al fin vemos, lo lograste. That was hard. Eso estaba difícil, ¿para qué?
So this is what really happened that day. While everyone was hallucinating, Benny snuck onto the scene. No one knew that a new guest had arrived at that time, except for Colleen. After stealing the suitcase, Benny washed his hands out of habit, using the detergent he'd brought. Then, Mr. Leon shouted his lines, startling all the PCs. Leora knocked over Benny's detergent bottle. When he went to pick it up, he couldn't help but organize the scattered bottles. But he took the wrong detergent, the Super Duper Palmed, the one that Belford was responsible for transporting. Benny left with the wrong detergent and the suitcase. The estate was chaotic during those few days, so no one saw the detergent bottles lined up in the corner. Later, because the suitcase was so dirty, he tried cleaning it, but didn't expect the reaction between Super Duper Palmed and One Wash Fresh already soaked into the fabric would wear the material down. Bad seeds only grow bad fruit. Eventually, he left behind a flaw.
Why did he choose this path? He cares deeply about his wounds, yet he joined Threadstar, tearing apart his own kind.
Leora, we still don't know how deeply Benny's involved. Let's talk to him first, before we make a call.
Yeah. Although he definitely helped steal the suitcase, we haven't found any other clear sign of wrongdoing. The ledger isn't his, and the Golden Vision notes aren't with him either. He already served a century in prison and got hit by his own accomplice. Before we jump to conclusions, and decide whether he's truly a bad PC or not, we need to gather all the facts, piece everything together, and see the full story for ourselves.
Prison? I guess I didn't know everything about him.
Actually...
It's fine, Mr. Momo. Thanks for helping uncover the truth. If Benny really is a key member of Threadstar and tried to harm Madame Julie, I'll personally bring him to justice. Even if he's got his reasons, or if he introduced Threadstar to me, even without meaning to, I want to hear it from him directly.
Right. Before we find Benny, let's take this suitcase to Alan's for an inspection. With a professional detergent expert's report proving that 2 detergents made these marks, our interrogation will be stronger.
Good idea.
Alright, let's go! With Nikki and Momo on the case, and Leora helping out too, there's no way we can fail. We're definitely going to catch him.
Oh, by the Silvergale! Isn't this Madame Julie's suitcase? You found it! But why is it so dirty and damaged? The Sovereign of Sexy should always be elegant, charming, and flawless, from their head to their toes. I can't stand seeing this!
Actually, we wanted to ask you about the damage on the suitcase. We're wondering, could it have been caused by detergent?
Well, you have certainly come to ask the right person. As a detergent tester myself, I am the most familiar with how to identify different types of detergents. And I am also someone who simply cannot handle when the beauty of this world falls victim to destruction.
So, Alan, can you tell what they are?
Unbelievable. Which staff member was so careless to make such a basic mistake? Both detergents, One Wash Fresh and Super Duper Palmed, were detected on the suitcase. Their combination created the special Super Clean Palmed formula, which is too strong and damaged the fabric.
Just like we guessed. Do PCs that come in contact with the special Super Clean Palmed formula leave marks on their own fabric?
Definitely. That is why this special formula was only sold internally. The Ripple estate doesn't even keep a single bottle of it in stock. Who made this mistake? Bring them here, and I'll test them thoroughly. I'm sure I can detect the residue of the special formula.
That's great! Sorry, Alan, we're a bit pressed for time right now, but we'll fill you in on what happened later. With your help, we'll finally breathe easy. Momo, let's find Benny. He can't deny anything this time.
He will get it this time. That was here, right? I hope. Espero que sea ahí. Si no, tenemos que volver a hacer el teleporte. Yes, it was.
Here we go again. When will this end?
Benny, we've brought solid evidence this time. There's nowhere left to run. Tell us everything about Threadstar's plot.
No way. You're just trying to trick me. You really think I'd believe you? How many times do I have to repeat myself? I've got nothing to do with Threadstar. No way. You're just trying to trick me. You really think I'd believe you?
It's the end of the line, you little rag.
No way. How many
So desperate that you're spouting obvious lies? Detective Nikki, finish him off!
How many times do I have to repeat myself? I've got nothing to do with Threadstar.
How do I prove that though? Oh. This is the one, right? Yeah, there you go.
A minor offender involved in coercive sales and forced rentals, sentenced to 100 years in prison with compulsory labor.
How did you find this? Don't bring that up. No!
You served Threadstar centuries ago, and we should believe you're not involved with them now? Benny, if you keep this up, you'll only end up back in prison. And for even longer next time. Why won't you confess?
No! An old newspaper can't prove a thing! It happened so long ago. How is that evidence?
Oh, he's about to crack. Come on!
No! I never stole the suitcase or tried murdering Julie. Colleen! She's the one who did it! Centuries ago, I had no idea that Threadstar's costumes were even made like that. I have nothing to do with them! I never stole the suitcase or tried murdering Julie. Colleen! She's the one who did it! No proof? I never stole the suitcase or tried murdering Julie. Colleen!
The report?
She's the one who did it!
That?
You see it now, Benny? Madame Julie's suitcase has traces from the mixture of Super Duper Palmed and One Wash Fresh, the latter being the detergent used to clean the suitcase regularly.
So what?
Where did that Super Duper Palmed come from? The only explanation is if someone left their own detergent behind and took the transport shipment. And I think the culprit is you.
No!
That was easier than I expected. Eso fue más rápido y fácil de lo que pensábamos, ¿eh?
Actually, we've got another crucial piece of evidence. If a professional investigator examines you, they'll tell whether you're truly as clean as you claim. Maybe you ended up just as over-clean as the suitcase after coming into contact with the same mix of Super Duper Palmed and One Wash Fresh.
Enough! Enough! Stop talking about things I already know! I know I damaged the suitcase. I know I hurt the PCs. I know I'm an accomplice, but I've already tried to break away. Why can you just not let me go?
You've gone to prison for a century and still don't get it? A bad seed always bears bad fruit. Some mistakes should never have been made.
You don't know anything! What if that bad seed was just me being born? What if his dream was to be a perfect star, but an accident ruined his face? What if I was born from the nightmare wrapped in that damaged costume from such a disaster?
That seed wasn't bad. Even with that scar, you're still an excellent talent scout, helping a country girl step onto the stage. And your insistence on prop safety spared her from the same fate.
How? How did you know? Cersei?
Yes.
I've always wanted to ask her something. If I had not insisted on the original schedule that day, would she never have fallen?
She was doomed to die. She was investigating Threadstar's costumes and was targeted.
How come? No, I should have known. I rented those costumes. I just didn't dare to think about it. I always... After I got out, I was a ragged scrap with a 100-year sentence, shunned by everyone. Only Threadstar gave me a chance to keep creating perfect stars. So I told myself it was okay, that I was just a fringe PC on the sidelines. I stole the suitcase, but I didn't want to think about what was inside it. I kidnapped the PCs, but I didn't want to see what happened to them afterward.
A crime is still a crime. No matter how you tried to dodge it before, this time you still bared your claws at Madame Julie and tried to kill her.
I didn't. I'm not qualified to do such an important mission. Coolin assigned my tasks. She didn't even tell me Julie was still alive.
Julie was still alive. Leora, do you remember that when we were investigating in the Ripple wine cellar, Coolin said that too?
She did. She seemed unaware that Julie faked her death.
The attack on Madame Julie. Could the real mastermind still be hiding in the abandoned district? We need to ask Coolin again.
She won't cooperate. She joined Threadstar to find her missing twin brother. That's the only thing she truly cares about.
Missing? What else do you know about Coolin?
She'd rather talk to birds than to other PCs. Maybe because she once had a celeb crow named Cece. She's always been closer to those birds than PCs.
Cece? Could it be...
This scarf! Tommy said Mr. Simon and his sister once raised a celeb crow called Cece together.
But Simon is already...
Leora, would you be able to visit Tommy and borrow Mr. Simon's relics? I think we have a lot to discuss with Coolin now.
Okay, I'll be right back.
You'd better help her see things clearly. She doesn't need to live the way I did.
There's just one more thing, Benny. The regret from back then shaped who I am today. A patched-up me, someone with courage and patience, no longer afraid to face the truth. All the wounds, regrets, mistakes, everything is fixable. I hope you can forgive your own scars.
If only Leora had told Benny this sooner. Benny's done so many bad things, no one's going to forgive him.
Maybe what Leora meant was that having regrets and flaws doesn't mean that life has to end. It's never too late to start mending, you know? Still, the worst of it is Threadstar. This time, we have to put an end to their crimes for good.
Too late. We just go for it?
This again?
Ask away. You're wasting your time. That's where you're wrong. We've discovered something we'd like to show you. Tommy informed us this scarf belonged to a late senior columnist. He was on his way home, planning to give this scarf with its subtle bird embroidery to his sister. Because they once raised a celeb crow named Cece.
Where is he? What do you mean by late senior columnist?
I'm sorry, Colleen. What Tommy encountered was a PC that had been born from that person's clothing. His name is Simon. We were able to locate his whereabouts within your ledger.
I didn't know!
I think this letter was meant for you. It's possible he may have taken on a new PC name to conceal his true identity, hoping to meet you again someday. But I'm sure that hearing that new name, it must have felt very unfamiliar to you.
I've been waiting for him to come home. I took my medicine. I took good care of Cece. I promised, even sick, I'd live longer than Cece. Longer than him. I wrote the newspaper letter to every address listed in our book. Later, I went knocking door to door. None of them knew. He'd gone too far away. I then became a PC, and my brother. There must be another PC born from his closet. I waited and waited for such a long time. I kept all of his clothes safe. But why, brother, why did you leave me all alone?
His strongest wish was to go home and see his sister. He only had the clothing he wore outside. The road home was too long. Why did you think joining Threadstar would help you find your brother?
The final costume, the forbidden outfit, can capture every gaze and control every mind.
That's the golden thing.
So many people walk the streets of Sichi and beyond. There are so many cities that are just like it. I won't be able to find my brother in all of that. Unless the outfit's finished. Whoever wears it only needs to stand on the stage and ask one question for me. That's all.
The forbidden outfit. So that's Threadstar's ultimate goal? That's absolutely crazy! You knew full well that it was an evil power. Beyond all that, you were fully aware that the PCs you ordered to be kidnapped had loved ones who would be devastated, their hearts broken because of your actions. You know that pain better than anyone.
To hurt others for your own desires. That's incredibly selfish.
Enough of this, Colleen. Don't you ever commit these evil acts again.
I'm sorry.
The plan and accomplices. I guess the plan.
I'm hoping you'll help us to expose Threadstar's plan.
The forbidden outfit is almost complete. Julie is a natural star, and the golden vision is aimed at using her as the final material. But I
Makes
don't
sense.
know who attempted to assassinate her, whether she actually died, or what the fabric I took was about. All I know is I was simply following orders to complete the mission.
So, you're telling us there's a hidden boss giving you orders? We've been tracking the culprit all along, yet they somehow saw through Madame Julie's fake death and responded right away. They couldn't have reacted so fast without being at the scene. This matches the plan between Madame Julie and Leora. Right here, in the abandoned district, lies the true mastermind behind all of Threadstar's evil plans. The problem is, we still can't figure out who they are.
No matter how many accomplices they have, we'll catch them all.
Right. Madame Julie got hurt, so she's probably still resting now. When it's daytime, we should talk to Madame Julie.
That was it. Okay. Are there? Teleporto. I think that's the only problem about this area. It's so hard to go from one place to another. You have to constantly teleport. Es lo malo del área esta, que es tan difícil de ir de un lugar a otro que tienes que teletransportarte cada rato.
Oh, this is so exciting! What's next?
Madame Julie, Leora, what are you talking about?
Just bragging about how smart and brave my little Nikki is, and how she took down Threadstar and smashed their schemes.
Yeah, without Nikki's help, I don't think our risky plan would have ever worked.
And I'm just a first-time detective. I couldn't have come this far without everyone's help.
True.
However, the matter isn't fully resolved yet. The mastermind behind all this isn't Benny or Colleen. It's someone hiding deep in the shadows. Until we've caught them, Threadstar could still hurt Madame Julie or any one of us.
Dear, you're as kind and just as little Cersei. I really like you. But it can't always be you running around for me. Now it's my turn to pitch in.
Do you have an idea, Julie?
My little Cersei, do you remember our masterpiece? As the rain falls, as the flowers bloom.
I've seen reports about it. It was a play starring Cersei and Juliet.
That's right. Rain won't hold back my steps. Let the storm rage even harder. I'm setting out to find clear skies.
That's what the elder sister said to her younger sister when she left Rain City behind.
Yes, and then it goes.
But sister, they say beyond the city lies only deeper darkness. How will you pass through the clouds? How will you withstand the lightning?
We are the sorceresses, and we ride our brooms. Look, the storm clouds lit by lightning. I'll pierce through them, pierce through the storm. You long for clear skies, only proven with your eyes.
Only proven with your eyes.
That's right. Julie won't go down easy.
Madam Julie.
It's really great to have you back.
Oh, that's all thanks to my little Nikki. If she hadn't caught the remaining Threadstar remnants, I wouldn't be standing here today.
Everyone can relax now. The last of Threadstar's remnants, Benny and Colleen, have already been captured. Ripple Estate is safe once more.
How dare they try to take Julie down? I should have defeated her, just me!
The two of them have no shame.
The raindrops creating ripples are the rhythm of my dance. Only through celebration may we drive the darkness away. Friends, let's celebrate together. The Ripple Estate soiree is about to begin.
Yay!
When the mastermind thinks we've lowered our guard and tries to strike Julie again.
We'll get them right away and end this forever.
Okay, where to go? Ah, night. We have to do it manually. Hay que hacerlo manualmente. I don't remember, so maybe there.
Wow, it's so lively here. Oh, just one breath, and I'm swept away by the aroma of the vin de ripoux. We can't let the villains ruin this celebration. Nikki, let's go talk with Leora about the final plan, or talk to some PCs to gather intel.
Ah, it's optional. I guess there's nobody else. Oh, maybe we had to talk to the other guys here. Never mind.
Please take good care of yourself, too. Leah.
Don't worry.
Hi, everyone. Miss Scarlet, how's your recovery going?
I'll be okay. Injuries happen all the time. When I was with the Kingdom Guards, I had more stitches on me than I could even count. But that still won't keep me down.
But you're not fully healed yet. Are you sure you want to join the mission?
My only wish is to catch the culprit, even if it means using every last bit of my strength to do so. Threadstar is cunning. I know that better than anyone. You'll be more likely to catch them having me around. Tell me the details. How are you planning to use Julie as bait to trap the culprit?
Okay, at the opening of the Ripple Estate soiree, Madame Julie and I will team up for a styling duel and perform the first dance. I've already passed the co-performer auditions, and I've earned the Sovereign of Sexy medal. Everyone in the Abandoned District already knows about this, so it won't raise any suspicions among any of the PCs there. During the performance, Madame Julie will purposely let me win, but just enough to keep it believable. Then she'll pretend to be upset and say she's going back to the village to change into a new outfit, so that we can have a rematch.
Great plan. Since you said the last remnants of Threadstar are wiped out, and Julie's making a public appearance, Threadstar should assume we've lowered our guard.
Right. When the soiree is over, any outsiders lingering in the Abandoned District will be a lot more conspicuous, and
when Madame Julie returns alone to the village during the party, it'd be the culprit's last chance to strike. They'll have to try. Leora and I will be hiding nearby, ready to protect Madame Julie and catch the culprit.
Understood. I'll find a good ambush spot nearby, too.
Phew, the show's about to start. Nikki, are you feeling nervous?
No.
With you and Miss Scarlet here working together, I feel like we can handle any danger. More than that, I want to catch this culprit, teach them a lesson, and put an end to these crimes.
Such a familiar feeling. Back when I performed as Rain Falls, as Flowers Bloom with Juliet, I was always nervous. Every time the curtain rose, I faced a new audience. How would the audience react? Would I hear their applause or their boos? Would the stylists like what I was wearing? Would the critics like how I delivered my next few lines? Then, Juliet turned to me and said, "Don't see the audience as a storm you have to push through. Imagine that you are the storm."
That really sounds like something Madame Julie would say.
I'm afraid I still don't have that kind of boldness, even now. So I'll take it as a blessing.
Yeah, no matter what tricks the culprit pulls, if we execute the plan well, we'll catch them for sure.
Okay, let's do this thing.
Dear little Nikki, my dance partner.
I think I can change it a little bit if it's not good. Puedo cambiarlo un poco si no está bueno el traje. I guess it's fine. Supongo que está más o menos. I can change this though. Yeah, I think that was bothering me before. The color was not matching. I should have taken the tail out. Era que saque la cola, Yeah, I should have done that. Yeah, because I don't think I needed to be with the top performance to win, right?
Oh, it's been ages since I've had this much fun. One more dance, just one more.
Madam Julie, I've already beaten you once in front of everyone. I don't want to look like I'm disrespecting the Ripple estate.
Oh, what nonsense. Do you think I, Julie, am afraid to lose? Don't underestimate the sovereign of sexy. I've still got an ace up my sleeve. Gordon made me an outfit that's full of whim. Once I pick it up from the village, I'll unleash my final move, the raindrop dance, and then we'll have another round.
Whoa, I've never seen Madame Julie this eager to win.
Have you ever seen Madame Julie lose? This is her first time facing as strong an opponent as Miss Nikki. One round's not enough.
Exactly. Come on, let's grab some more detergents. There'll be more exciting performances later.
Well, then I'll wait for Madame Julie to return from the village for another dance.
Nikki, should we start getting ready?
I think the silly music is fitting. La musiquita medio trololo está bien, ¿eh?
Right, let's head to Prosperville now.
Prosperville. The other side of the universe. Down there, right? The ambush.
She stands in the rain, atop the tallest spire in the Rain City. The downpour is swallowing the horizon.
When the flowers bloom, I'll set out. But the flowers haven't bloomed yet, sister. And I only have one seed left.
Beneath the curtain of the rain, she seems to see her sister's silhouette dancing familiar steps in the rain. Raindrops fall, sister dances on. Ripples splash where her feet touch. The city's reflection blurs. Her steps quicken, becoming stranger. This is no raindrop dance, but a new dance for clearer skies. She steels her resolve, looks toward the dark clouds, and grips her broom tightly.
Madam Julie, please accept my interview!
From the highest tower, she finally left.
As expected.
What a nuisance.
Catch him!
She will pass through the storm. She will find clear skies. After him. Rain will fall. Flowers will bloom.
I don't know how to use this thing.
Watch out, Nikki! Leon can summon S-Lings!
See, that's what I mean by being just... That ability is not that great. Al ser el poder ese de solo flotar no está tan bueno.
Full of anger. Perfect play. That's I'm the founder of Threadstar. Of course, this is just the most boring cameo I've ever played. Misty, do you really think pulling back the curtain means victory? No. Even the truth is just a supporting role in my script. My kind gentlemen, grant me your forbidden power once more. Let me teach these fools the etiquette of the final bow.
I just wanted to hear the dialogue. Queríamos escuchar el diálogo. Technically, you should be able to do something here, but...
Final pieces, Julie's fabric. Take it. Crave. Forbidden masterpiece that captures everyone's gaze. For these reckless beings. Why won't they accept the true blessing?
Watch out!
Take a bow! Sorry. No, it can't be! Do not look down on me!
I'll go find him. Just like this.
Small flower, braids in rows, the dreaming child with secrets glows. Wind blows soft on the ridge,
Nikki.
sending our sorrows off the bridge.
Birds leave their nest and fly so high.
Clouds they will pass quietly by. Sing all day long this ancient song.
Days later.
The Ripple Estate soiree ended successfully. Everyone okay?
Nikki, looks like Leora wants to see us. Let's talk to her.
Leora.
Miss Nikki, it's so good to see both you and Mr. Momo looking so lively.
Thanks to Madame Julie setting up the barrel home, Momo and I both got a good rest.
Oh yeah, dancing for 3 days straight at the Ripple Estate soiree really wore me out.
Thanks to you, everyone is celebrating to their heart's content. Madame Julie is exhausted and resting at home, not to mention the Forgottens who joined for the first time.
Miss Scarlet insisted on guarding Colleen herself. She wouldn't even put a single drop of detergent on just in case. Hey, I don't think I've seen Tommy around either. Strange that he didn't join the fun.
Tommy is busy investigating Mr. Leon, saying he wants to write an in-depth report. Maybe in a few days, you'll receive his first draft. I heard they found where Yarny is too. Luckily, he hasn't been harmed. Miss Scarlet contacted the Kingdom Guards and they'll bring him back soon. Miss Nikki, I actually stopped by to say goodbye to you.
Wait, you're leaving already?
Where?
Yes, now that Threadstar's conspiracy has been thwarted, and my wish to become a PC has been fulfilled, I've got no reason to stay in the abandoned district.
How have you been these past few days?
I'll be okay, Miss Nikki. I will remember Benny. I think he would want me to remember him in that way, as a friend who sacrificed himself for others. Not exactly good, but not completely bad either.
Indeed.
Maybe I'll write to him. Who knows? It might help. Writing letters from different corners of the continent, telling him that even an imperfect being can still find other ways to live.
Yes. The wind has stopped, and the birds can finally fly free. Leora, I believe you'll also find your own dream on the road. Do you mind if we see you off?
Of course. I may not be as good at showing feelings as Madame Julie, but Miss Nikki, though we haven't known each other for long, you should know that you're the human I respect and like the most. I am hoping to set off with your blessing. I plan to leave before sunrise. Please meet me at the Ripple Estate platform. A journey brought by the train must also end with the train.
Okay. That is below, right? Yeah. And I should use this. Should be around there, right? I almost missed it. Casi me paso.
beautiful.
I've been meaning to ask, what's the ending of As Rain Falls, As Flowers Bloom?
Oh, my dear girl. That one was written by Juliet and Cersei together.
She clenches the tiny broom as small as herself, fighting desperately against the storm.
Magic surges forth. Beneath the pouring rain, the final seed explodes, bursting in a fierce bloom.
The wind paves her way. The petals guide her.
As she breaks through the clouds, silence overtakes all. The sunrise casts its light upon the earth.
There she sees the first clear sky.
Excellent story. Leah would have loved it.
Look, the train is here.
Goodbye, Miss Leora. Bon voyage. Travel safely.
Right, Nikki and I will both miss you.
You two. I'll miss you both so much.
Oh, little Leora, at times like this, you know I always have too much to say. But I don't want to hold you up. I'll skip the fuss and simply wish you never-ending joy and freedom that knows no bounds.
Thank you, Julie. Take care of yourself. Miss Scarlet, you know if you change your mind, I can leave it with you.
Don't worry about me, kiddo. Take it with you. Take Leah to see the faraway places. This world is beautiful, isn't it?
Let's go. Time to leave.
Goodbye.
Why do I still feel so sad when everything is clearly over?
It's all right, my friend. Tomorrow will be a brand new day.
Not bad, no estaba mal. I was like, why is she there? Momo edition? Troll. I was going to say, I would like to have the code she has, but we just got the... What do you say? One piece of it, no, not the whole thing. Estaba por decir que sería bueno que tengamos la capa, el abrigo que tenía la cosita esa, pero bueno, al menos nos dieron un pedazo del asunto. Whip. Wavy Night. There's no need to regret for those golden years of the past. This, in the moment, was the best. Let's express our passion. Let's dance with charm. Let's cheers for the sticky shine of abundance. Let's celebrate our own beauty and let's honor the waves that will never fade away. Not bad. Okay, so now we have completed the thing, right? Hemos completado el asunto. You have to manually claim the thing. Tienes que manualmente reclamar el asunto, supongo. Yes. Never mind. Here we should have completed stuff here. And here. Determination for the harvest. Uncountable people stop before her work, enjoying the warmth, waving with colors. She comprehended that the fabric was her own land, where the memories and the feelings transform into colors, following the aroma of the wheat of the harvest along the fabric. Finally found her path. We still have stuff to do though. I think that was everything, right? Apparently there's something I didn't pick there. Oh. I forgot to check this. Me olvidé revisar esto porque obviamente hay que sacar fotos manualmente. You have to take photos manually. Yeah, I should have picked a better outfit there. De era que elige un mejor traje ahí. Sinceramente, la vendimos. Let me read here. Okay, you have to do a mission. Mission. Oh, Madame Julie, okay. We could have done that. Podríamos haber hecho eso, Troll. Yeah, I should have taken a photo when we were in the party thingy. Era que saquemos la foto mientras estamos en la fiesta. Oh, while you're riding the train, you have to take a photo. Didn't I take a photo? Wait. Or maybe you have to drive it? Ahorita. Okay, we're going to finish this thing, but I guess I'll wait for the train. I don't think that will be worth having in the video because it will probably take a while to ride the train and do the mission that says that you have to ride the thing without taking off of it. But well. Para los que están en el directo, espero que les haya gustado. Que si han aprendido algo o simplemente hayan disfrutado compartiendo sus momentos con nosotros, por eso muchas gracias. But for those of you in the stream, I hope you enjoyed it. Perhaps you learned something, or maybe just enjoy being here with us, and for that I thank you, my friends. Y para los que están viendo desde YouTube, si les gustó lo que vieron, recuerden poner like, comentar, suscribirse para más videos, o mejor aún pasen por el directo como estamos ahora. Para compartir sus momentos con nosotros, el link está en la descripción. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like what you saw, remember to like, comment, subscribe for more videos, or even better, como el stream, to share my friends like we do right now, link will be in the description. Así que sin nada más que decir, digo, final de transmisión. A mí eso se en dos transmisión.